Alright, YouTube, welcome back. I am back on the Springfield job here. You can kind of see it looks a little different now. Bucket out of the way. I'm going to dig the footings for this building. But they're still working on laying it out. So they asked me while I'm waiting on that, I'm going to rip up the sidewalk and get it out of the way. I don't know if I'm going to get all done here today or not, but if not, so we'll come back tomorrow. It's probably still 2 inches of snow on the ground in Joplin, so come up here to Springfield and I can work for today. I got the big 16-inch bucket on, you can see, without the quick coupling. Concrete for right now, and then when they tell me we're ready to go, I'll try to get some decent footage today. I don't know how many different camera angles it'll actually be. It may just be that I set it up either where it's at now or put it up on top of the machine like I do sometimes. It's kind of hard with everybody else working and what's going on to get out and always move the camera around. So I apologize, it may not be several different camera views like I normally do. Because that's one of the downfalls on these commercial deals. You got more people working and superintendents and stuff like that they don't really get or care about the whole YouTube thing. Which just isn't right if you ask me. But they didn't, so we'll just I guess that's some of the perks I get working by myself. I can set the camera up or take whatever time I need to do that. Knock down the old construction fence. Maybe that will be fine. They told me I can set it over that ditch, but you can't really get to it that way. Hydraulic line is working out. I haven't worked the last few days either with the weather. We had rain at the end of last week and then snow at the beginning of this week, so I was more than happy when I got the phone call to come dig these. I'm glad to get some of my maintenance done, but that all costs money, so you need those times to work on that, but then I want to get back to making money. It's a cycle. Getting her set up here. This is just going to be one big rectangle. So here goes nothing. ratchet out right where I want to dig, and that way. That's the bad part about this fill, it just kind of runs all over and falls in, so. Can't really see as I got my light on here, but we're back at the shop. Just got the excavator unloaded. It's 9:15. It's not a bad day. I'd be about 30 minutes earlier, but I was having the phone conversation with Jason works a lot, so I decided to do a little, I guess, recap of my day. Got my footings dug. They weren't quite ready for all of them, then I ended up digging another footing around the dumpster surround. I don't think this is I think maybe the second job for the superintendent. So he got a little bit of more learning to do, because part of the pad that we dug the footings on, the one corner was a foot lower than what the rest of it was. Like I said, they read it and they kind of set it up, thinking the building was going to be another 12 feet over than what it was. But I guess when they further looked at the plans, I don't know all the details of that, but then also in the back where we dug the footings down for the trash can surround, that part of the parking lot is too high. It's like the red clay and stuff's almost at final grade, so there was a miss. I don't know if he put the receiver on the stick and went the opposite direction, went up when he should have went down on there, or what the deal is. So they got a lot more cutting and moving of that, but that's my friend of mine. That's his whole deal. I got my footings and stuff dug, but it took a little bit longer than what I thought. But they weren't 100% ready when I got there, and then they kind of forgot or trying to rush some of the stuff in the back. So, but yeah, we got that finished up. Tomorrow I got to come in here and go dig some footings on that basement that I extended. I think I put that in a video or two ago, where I dug out that one side of the basement. I got to do the footings along the back of there, the back of the property, and then I think there's gonna be one or two retaining wall footings to dig. I get that done, I'm gonna race over and meet the plumber for another round of water and sewer at another house, and then hopefully Friday I will actually put the quick coupler on and it should work. And then it'll be a short week, because then we're on to Thanksgiving at the end of the next week. So yeah, we'll see. But the problem is, I got some yards to do, or I need to get done, but it's too wet and stuff to do. So I'm going to try to do a lot more digging and sewer and water lines, or some of the stuff with the excavator that I can. So I think that's it that I can think of that's coming up. But yeah, that's kind of a recap of my hectic day. I'm gonna go home, eat some dinner, take a shower. You guys have a good night.